Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is titled The Pre-Advent Judgment. And so the description of judgment found in Daniel chapter 7 gives us a glimpse behind the veil to an awe-inspiring opportunity to see how God is resolving the problem of sin while still redeeming those who wish to live in a covenant relationship with Him. The description of the investigative judgment provided in Daniel chapter 7 verses 9, verses 10, verses 13, verses 14, verses 22, verses 26, and 27. What is the primary focus in the judgment? What is the verdict rendered at the end of the process? What does this tell us about the plan of salvation? Justice, the wicked perish, and it's only for the unrepentant sinners. So what is the primary focus in the judgment? Justice. What is the verdict rendered at the end of the process? The wicked perish. And lastly, what does this tell us about the plan of salvation? It's only for unrepentant sinners who will perish, while the ones who will be saved are the ones who did repent. I should just preface that so you're not confused. There is little question that the human race is judged by God. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14 assures us that God will bring every work into judgment. And Paul reminds us that we do not need to judge each other, because we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ. God, of course, does not need records to know who is saved or lost, but angels, who have been examining the plan of salvation all along, would naturally have questions. They were witnesses to the rebellion of Satan and saw a third of heaven's angels expelled from heaven. And now God is bringing us into His presence. God opens the books and allows the saints to see everything. The story of Abraham's pleading for Sodom and Gomorrah, a type of the judgment, offers us some important insight into judgment. And sins of Sodom were obviously being investigated. God mentions that the wickedness of the city that had given it such a reputation that the outcry against it was great. But it was not only Sodom and Gomorrah that were investigated prior to their destruction. God also opened the door for Abraham to study whether or not God was acting righteously in His decision to destroy the wicked. Meanwhile, who appears amid the heavenly judgment in Daniel chapter 7 but the Son of Man, Jesus, whose appearance is the only reason why this judgment is made in favor of the saints of the Most High. His perfect righteousness alone gets His people through judgment. Question here is, imagine standing in judgment with all your secrets exposed before your holy God. What is your only hope at that time of judgment? Atonement made possible by Christ was my answer. Only Christ can save.
Like and subscribe.
So, beloved, I hope you enjoy that video. And like before, I really don't know what you're going through. Only God knows. So I pray a prayer that you may continue to be able to be strengthened in these times before the actual judgment. We are certainly witnessing what seems to be, if it's still not there yet, the pre-Advent judgment. And so, you know, I've had thoughts about this before. The first time I heard about it, it was a very new concept to me. I've never heard of the pre-Advent judgment. And I've been an Adventist since 2012. I think I was about 15 years of age, give or take. And that was basically when people thought that the world was going to end during the year of 2012. And I just thought, maybe I should just make the best decision of my life, because, hey, if I end up dying in 2012, right? And this thing about God not existing happens to be false and God does exist, I end up going to be making it. So I'm glad that I made that decision. And I haven't looked back since. But this concept I've never heard of ever since 2012 of being Adventist till now. It's 2025. I think it's been like 13 years. 13 years of being an Adventist, and I still haven't heard of this concept. It was fairly new to me, the pre-Advent judgment. So it's pretty interesting, fascinating to me, and yeah, I was glad I got to look into this study. Let me know your thoughts down below. I don't know where all of you are coming from. If anyone sees this video at all. If not, then I'm glad I made this memory. I'm glad I was able to record it. Um, Maybe I might be seeing this in my deathbed to recount my life. If I ever make it to my deathbed, if I don't die early, that is. Thank you, and God bless all of y'all who watched.